program is meant for adult audiences only. If you are easily offended, you are choosing to be offended by continuing to watch. If jokes upset you, whether bad or good, you might end up crying. Being a bitch in life is difficult, I imagine, but you must find a way to continue. For all the haters and lurkers, hope you enjoy the show. For the bigot army, enjoy the show. Don't be a pussy.
そうだ。テレビ。つけてもいいぞ。
冒険アニメ。
よりによって。
サイレンサー付きの拳銃だと。
ワクワク。
Here we go! Lucha, 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 lucha! It's the way of life!
There is a fifth dimension, beyond that which is known to man. It is a dimension as vast as space and as timeless as infinity. It is the middle ground between light and shadow, between science and superstition, and it lies between the pit of man's fears and the summit of his knowledge. This is the dimension of imagination. It is an area which we call
the Grifter Zone.
Oh, you found your moo.
My crew is big and it keeps getting bigger. That's because Jesus Christ is.
Man, I want to get drunk in a hotel room with you.
That might be taken out of context.
Gay, gay, gay.
Oh. Hypno. How is it my fault? What? The bracket gifted this and I'm immediately called an anti-Semite? Come on, dog.
Bruh.
What are these characters? Nazi furry? Hypno, why would you do this to me? Said, welcome to Goonergate. Protect your booty hole.
What's up, nerds? It's Alyssa Mercante, Kotaku senior editor, and
nobody even wants you here.
And I would take her to Chili's, maybe. You know, like, genuinely, I just want the best for her. Genuinely.
Listen, if it was consensual and you didn't hate the Jews, I'd fuck the shit out of you. I would.
What did he say? People are gonna clip that. You know that I don't.
Clip it. I know you don't. Come on. But that's the thing. Why can't we have fun?
Bruh. That's an interesting way of putting. That makes sense.
Jealous. Fuck yeah. Been knew I was that bitch. I didn't need a man to tell him to fuck.
And Hypnotic again, member for 1 month. Thank you. Enjoy First Berserker. What's that black stuff between an elephant's toes? Slow natives. Wait.
Wild.
Yeah. On the other end of the spectrum. Yes.
Okay.
I'd say that goes out of dad into dark, but sure, yeah.
Definitely dark.
Somebody replies and it says, "This is embarrassing." And he says, "Not as embarrassing as your take on trans kids. It was not researched. It was cruel and it had no basis in facts. So forgive me if I don't take all your takes that seriously." Who's this person?
Bruh.
Look at the fucking thumbnail. God of Cock Meltdown. Oh my God, look at this. Oh man. Yeah, sure. Trans kids, for sure, man.
Right, but you're giving an opinion on an article with a headline that's inflammatory. So the fact that you're giving an opinion on what's on screen,
Did
can
I
I
focus on the inflammatory nature of the headline?
well, can I assume that everything in this article you would what agree with?
You shouldn't assume. It makes an ass out of yourself and me.
Okay, so that
down his timeline, you're gonna see a lot of ass and titties. Okay, me on my Twitter timeline, you ain't gonna see none of that. As a matter of fact, like I can show you, I can scroll down my entire news feed on Twitter. Why would you ruin my point? I'm trying. God damn. Why would you ruin it? I didn't do that. I don't know who this chick is. Why would you do that? I can't even edit it out.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Someone you love been canceled? Have you been the target of online harassment because of something you said or refused to be compelled to say by the mob? Did you mistakenly think you could be an individual, form your own opinions, and keep all of your friends?
Titty
Did your social
freakers.
credit score tanked because you had a conversation with, subscribe to, or follow someone who suffers from wrongthink? Have you been called a literal Nazi because you think taking care of one's physical health is important? Have you tried apologizing for your transgressions only to find out you actually poured gasoline on the they-them flames? Have you ever had a politically incorrect thought or, heaven forbid, made an off-color joke? Well, we here at the Office of the Cancelled are here for you. As a member of the club, we offer exclusive trading cards, flak jackets, lapel pins, access to bomb shelters, as well as audio tracks from based artists that are sure to pump you up for a day at the range and get some of that much-needed two-way therapy. Remember, folks, you're only canceled if you let yourself be canceled, and every one of those collectivist NPCs can go fuck themselves.
Eating the dogs, they're eating the cats. Eat the cat, eat the cat.
I'll wait some time because the longer we wait, like the more realistic it'll be, you know, when he comes back to life. The touch of the black man in a woke story. The God hand shining down, shining upon thee. White man as you lay down. Cis white man and couple in background. Understand the power of a black man is a God hand.
Pro-black Twitter!
I breathe life into you. One touch is not enough from greatness. One touch from the black man. Watch me do it again. Kneel and be amazed at the touch of the black man. I bring life. I bring life.
Pro-black Twitter hoes!
That's right! That's right!
Robocock, don't clip that, no!
Bruh.
Oh God, that's getting clipped.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Oh shit. I was doing so good tonight too.
I'm tired of you! Drop, retard. Robocock.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Hypnocast. That's right, we are live, boys. We are live, we are live, we are live. We're going to dive down the rabbit hole that's, I guess, sort of known as the internet. But before we do that, you need to bring it in. Let's go. Hurry up. Bring it in. Let's go. Hug it out. Hug it out. Listen, it's Friday. It's the end of the week. Most people have off on the weekend. If you don't, it's okay. You're not weird. But, you know, bring it in, man. It's Friday. Friday carries a different energy. You know, Friday carries a different energy. And we need to embrace that energy. especially when it's your first time here. Like for Fam, I can't even click his name because the chat's going so fast. This guy right here, look at this guy, Fam P. Everybody stop hugging each other and go group hug this guy and welcome them, especially for the amazing Dragon Ball Super profile picture. Make sure they feel welcome. All right, guys, you're listening? Why am I getting gifted games during this fucking stream? You listening? Listen very closely. If you're watching on YouTube, like the stream. Let's go. And give this guy a hug, too. He says it's his first time here. If you're watching on Rumble, like the stream. If you're watching on Twitter, like the post. And if you are watching on Twitch right now, I will send former Kotaku urinalists to your house, and they will peg you endlessly until you find yourself a like button. So seriously, like the stream. Like the stream. All right, guys, listen. Can I get a mic check, please? Mic check, titty check. What are we checking, man? What are we checking today? There's a lot of things going on. I mean, we got some brand new video game trailers we got to go over. We got YouTuber drama that apparently that's all I cover now. I didn't even realize that was the case, but apparently that's the case. So welcome to Hypnotic, I suppose. What else are we checking today? Hot Wings check. So I haven't had hot wings in a little bit, and I might have to get some because you guys keep bringing it up. You guys keep bringing it up. What else are we checking? Taco rice check? What the fuck? Need a job check? Oh, no. Sonichu says, why is Sonichu back? Why is Sonichu back? Sean says, cat check. Okay. Hypnocast is a teen drama check. Nice. Sungrand is getting weird check. I would agree with that. Empanada check. That sounds good, too. Return of the Throat Goat Squidward check. Wow. Steam Deck soon. Nice. Angbar, you gonna get a Steam Deck? Good shit, man. Internet censorship check. Nice. Ultraman Omega check. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Beef empanadas for dinner check. Nice. Soap opera check. Okay. Gustav is epic check. He sure is. Mantis shrimp check. Interesting. Chancla check from Sonia. Interesting. Sungrand and SmashJT need to kiss check. All right, that's when we stop. Our ESG scores are at their maximum. We are fully funded, like the stream. All right, guys, let's do the Bigot Army roll call. Let's see who is in this chat right now. Aside from former Kotaku urinalists, black samurais that unfortunately do exist now, and people that swear they don't like me, and yet they are watching me every single day. Probably almost all day between my videos and my 2 streams that I do daily. They're watching nonstop. It's quite interesting, to be honest with you. It's a little bit strange. We got Hypnotic and Rapture. Sean Medwick. What's up, man? Scrap Gamer. Mr. Melancholy. What up, Mr. Melancholy? Monkey Man 04. Followed by Radio Chimp, ironically. Saint Hugo. Rig G. Piranha Pal. Yamato 85. Melody Johnson, Daxonar, Sold Me Out, Wolfrune, Death Star, Dark Obsidian, Hickory Excalibur. What's up, bro? How you doing? This man joined in on Griffcast, dropping bombs, man. Shout out to you. Angmar, WK. He says, just ordered today the OLED 1 terabyte. Bro, beautiful. I love to hear it, bro. That's the exact same one I have. Congratulations, Angmar. Everybody say congratulations, Angmar, on getting the top tier Steam Deck like a fucking boss. We got Cesar Velasquez, Nick Havoc, Somnus, Taffney M, Democulus, Scott Hott, Valerian, LT, Sonia Lisette, Raziel, The True Aztec Warrior, Magnetic Banana. These names and these profile pictures, they're amazing. Hypno's Cat, Latino Heat, Sleeping Nova, Daxnar again, Commander Sonox, Secret Final Boss, Odin Dark number 2, Oliver Adam, Delta Sierra, The Gaming Wolf 87, Alice in Blunderland, Stinrox, Zelosi, Archangelus, Ermac Rules, Luck E, Old Man Cad, Albert Zulek. I don't know how to say that. I have no idea. Hypnotic and Rapture, Radish Feast, Felstaff, Weston Hudson, Anime Mania 500, The Voice in the Water. And then we got Valkyrie. Why can't I click the name? There we go. Valkyrie. Lurker Supreme says he's going back to lurking. Youngstav. Who else? Sold Me Out. Lionheart. All right, guys, 4 more people and that's it. I can only call out 4 more people and that's it. It's Friday. I went a little bit longer than I normally do. But 4 more is all we can do from now on. Golden Apples. The Gaming Mason, the High Priest of the Cult of McDuggins. Picasso. Who else? Sebrew 1138. Dan Sheehan. Scott Hott. Who else? Archangelus. Dragon. Who else? Codex Pop. What's up, dude? Darkwind 25. Who else? Who else? Tim Grove. Shout out to Tim Grove. How you doing, bro? Who else are we calling out? Alice Smith. Chaotic Holy. Mookie Dookie says got to rumble. Shout out to Mookie Dookie. Golden Apples with the heart emoji again. Faye. El Pepe. JV Spade. Deistic Pride. Who else? Lord Reverend Pendragon. Shadowbuster 2012. Murasaki Okami. Defcracker says here but lurking. Who else? Jimmy Collins. War Maniacs Backup. Rudoka. Luke Voss promises everybody he's not gay. And then last but not least, Hi Buddy What's Up promises everyone that he is gay. All right, guys, listen. It is now time to sacrifice your fellow Bigot Army member. And let's see who is going to get the massive money shot today. It's an end of the week money shot. So you guys know that the end of the week money shot is way bigger than the other days in the week. I hope you guys realize that. So let's fucking get it, boys. Let's get it. We got Melfi Sky saying no Diddy, Kaioken times 10, Mastered Ultra Instinct Booty Hole Protected, and to go down times 5, which goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inferno Hell Knight says no Diddy, no Robocock, no Jaffe, no Yasuke, no Kanye West, and to repent while you're going down, which goes to Genetic Spore saying no Ubisoft, no Nintendo Bowser, piss on they them booty hole tighter than a fish's snatch and protected by lasers to go down by 6 people. That's ridiculous. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Louis Messina saying no Diddy, no Obama, no Jaffe, no Mercanti, Psych Barrier. Can lurkers get the money shot? If yes, give it to Yoda 13. If no, go down times 5. No, the lurkers don't get the money shot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, Brunch Princess Uno Reverse did not count because he was protected. Damn. So then we're going to go to, let's see, Lionheart with the combo breaker to go down by 5. Stunlock, no reverse, no Sungrand persuasion, mind control. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I will go to the money shot. Plot twist, bring Melody Johnson with no, Melody Johnson has been banned. Okay, you from sniping. You cannot. Everybody wants to snipe Melody Johnson, and she opens her mouth and no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. We're going down. Archangelus says to go down times 3 with the Hypnotic Talisman Void of Protection. Why am I getting another gifted game? And SmashJT's Power Glove with Deflection. 1, 2, 3. Oh shit. Oh shit. This man just said let the games begin. No. No, why would you leave yourself open like that? Albert, I can't even say your last name. Albert. Oh, shit. Albert didn't protect himself, ladies and gentlemen. Albert did not protect his booty hole, which means you are the recipient of the money shot today. Congratulations.
Oh! Oh! Oh!
What the?
Like the stream. Poor Albert. He's like, fuck my life, GG. Now that's a sport. All right, guys, listen. We got a lot to talk about today, okay? And no, it's not just going to be Sungrand and SmashJT. That's going to be the last topic for those of you who want to stick around for that. We're going to talk about some Ubisoft news. Apparently, they're getting in trouble because they've been stealing people's data from single-player games, apparently. That's interesting. We are going to talk about also another video game that we reacted to, I think, about a couple of months ago, called La Quimera. Do you guys remember La Quimera? La Quimera was that first-person video game, first-person shooter, story-driven video game that actually looked pretty interesting. Well, apparently La Quimera was supposed to come out today, but then the developers decided to quietly delay the game without telling anybody why, and nobody knows why this game has been delayed or for how long this game has been delayed. They have gameplay videos being released of this game right now of people playing the game, and yet the game has been delayed and nobody knows why. So we're going to talk about it, because I find that to be very curious and very interesting. We're also going to talk about Clear Obscure Expedition 33, because obviously Expedition 33, we've been playing that game like crazy on Hypnotic Live, been enjoying it, and the game is doing very well, especially for a AA game, which was made by, actually, really not even a AA games, because it's only been made by 33 people. So we're going to talk about the success of Expedition 33 and how they made a recent post talking about copies sold. It's almost as if these ex-Ubisoft devs are specifically doing the exact opposite of whatever Ubisoft did. So Ubisoft wanted to, advertise their game with players engaged. But here you have Expedition 33 talking about copies sold, doing the right thing again. So we're going to talk about that. And then, of course, we are going to talk about the SmashJT and Sungrand Studio stream. So it was very weird. You guys let me know about this when I was streaming Expedition 33, and I was about to listen to it while I was playing on Griffcast, and I think I got about 30 seconds in before I said, fuck that shit. I'll save it for another day. And today's that day. I'm going to go over a little bit of it, not all of it, nowhere near. It's like an hour long. I'm going to go over the main parts of it and kind of get people's reactions and see what people think. Because it's a very weird interview, just like they always are, and it kind of happened out of the blue. I didn't even know it was going to happen. I don't even think SmashJT knew it was going to happen. So we are going to go over that as well. So we got a lot we got to talk about. And also, we are going to go over the brand new Doom trailer. Doom: The Dark Ages released a Cosmic Realm first reveal trailer. I made a video about that today, but we're going to go over it today here on stream as well. We're going to check out the new trailer for Doom: The Dark Ages. They're dropping trailers left and right, and it is a beautiful thing to see, and I'm sure it's making certain people on Twitter melt down that are trying to start something called Gamergate 3, apparently, that is meant to be this, I don't know, super, I don't even know, religious crusade. I really have no idea. I am totally, not even involved in that fucking nonsense, but I'm sure this game is making them melt down because they're calling this game woke. They're calling Doom: The Dark Ages woke because, the female is not a supermodel. The military female is not a supermodel while she fights demons. So we're going to talk about that. So we got a lot lined up. It's not just SmashJT and Sungrand. So for those of you in the chat who were like, you're just a drama channel. No, I'm not. Anyway, boys. But before we do all of that, we need to do the #1 segment on YouTube. We need to do the #1 segment on Rumble. We need to do the #1 segment that makes all the urinalists melt down. We need to do the segment that makes these people want to go watch channels that they say they don't like just to download their videos in the slightest hope to find out where they live for whatever reason that may be. This segment is known all around the world as the pre-stream Legend.
Money, print money, cash, money, wealth, capitalism, raise a bunch of money, more money, heaps and heaps of money, print money, cash, money, wealth, capitalism, raise a bunch of money, super chat money.
As salty as the sea, calling us no code names. SJW screaming, but it's money they blame. Burning with envy, they're falling flat. Can't handle the sound of a super chat.
All right. It is time for the pre-stream legends, ladies and gentlemen. Starting us off strong, by the way, was none other than one of the ultimate lurkers in the chat. Lurker Supreme decided to upgrade his membership to the #1 membership. He decided to become a Bigot Army General. That is the tier 3 version of memberships, like a fucking boss. Shout out to Lurker Supreme dropping that upgrade. That is badass. We have another Bigot Army General in the chat. We actually have a good amount of Bigot Army Generals, which is crazy, by the way. Every time I see somebody subscribe to the Bigot Army General rank, I'm like, holy shit, that is insane. Shout out to you guys, man. I appreciate that. Thank you, Lurker Supreme. And then on top of that, Lurker Supreme decided to drop not 1, not 5, not 10, but 20 memberships, starting us off with a Red Boy clip right off the bat. Right off the bat? That's insane. Shout out to Lurker Supreme with the 20 membership banger. You absolute legend. I appreciate that, man. Really, seriously. And then he decided to follow it up again with a $20.83 banger, bro. What are we doing? Shout out to Lurker Supreme. He says, I am finally going to shift away from Nexus mods. Nice move. The hard thing is Skyrim. I have that thing heavily modded, and it runs 83% stable. Good for Skyrim. Don't know about redoing all of that. Listen, I fully get it. I understand. But I appreciate that you are even willing to even entertain the conversation about switching over. And trust me, I understand how much hard work that might be. You know, I switched over my stream from StreamYards to OBS, and that was such a massive pain in the ass. It took me about a week of consistent work in order to get the stream up and running, to be able to run on OBS, just to increase the quality of the stream. And it's worth it, right? So it's kind of like the same thing there, where I can understand it's going to be a lot of labor. But if you can, you know, consider doing that, you know, I think that would be good overall. The more people that leave Nexus mods, the better. And then Lurker Supreme again, bro. Lurker Supreme wanted to do one of every clip himself. You realize that? He wanted the Red Boy clip. He wanted the 8-Bit Eric clip. And now, since he did a $50 membership banger, he is going to get the shortest man in the world nuking the chat. Shout out to Lurker Supreme with that 10 membership banger. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. That is insane. That's 30 memberships to start us off. That is crazy. And then we got Alice in Blunderland with a 10. Just saw the interview about 30 minutes before the stream. It just left me asking myself, is Sungrand a pathological liar or a compulsive one or both? I used to think he was trolling, but not anymore. Yeah, man, at this point, I would suffice to say that there is something really wrong. And I don't know what that something is. I just know that it's there, if that makes sense, which is why I'm so checked out of the conversation. The only reason why I'm reacting to it today is because people were sending this to me like crazy, and people were asking me to check this out and to react to it. And I was like, fine, I'll do it. They sent it to me last night. They told me about it last night. And I was like, not during Grifcast. I'm not going to do it when I'm playing Expedition 33, but I'll do it a little bit tonight. You know, I'll dedicate a little portion of the stream tonight to do it. And then we just move on after that. So shout out to Alice in Blunderland. Thank you so much for the 10 banger. I appreciate you. Why the fuck is this guy back? Why is this guy back? Sonichu for $1.99 says, for fuck's sakes, hashtag like the stream, give it a kiss and a hug. Who brought this fucking creature back? Do I have to start bringing back the banish Sonichu super chat gold bars again? Do I have to start doing that? What's going on here? Angmar for $4.99. Hypno, do you have any manga recommendations? My 12-year-old nephew asked me to get him Jujutsu Kaisen, and he's been enjoying it so far. Made me proud. Dude, I mean, I can recommend... Well, first off, it's very difficult for a 12-year-old because, like, a lot of the manga that I have is very dark, very violent. I wouldn't even know where to even begin to recommend a manga for a 12-year-old outside of like maybe the Pokemon Adventures. And I don't know. I'll listen. Message me on Discord or something. I'll send you some of the manga that I have. I'll look through my collection and give you some ideas. We got Jacrispy with a 189. Hypnotic has peak body type 1 build. I'm a bit of a body type 1 myself. Well, actually, no. According to Oblivion Remastered, I'm actually more of a body type 2, right? They switched it. You got to remember they switched it. So I'm more of a body type 2 myself, you know? Rowan Graham for 10 months as a Bigot Army soldier. Had to throw in the Nexus mods body type control, LOL. Shout out to you, man, for the 10 months of being a member. That is insane. Dead Star with a 2. What are Chocolate's pronouns? Her, she. Hashtag get wrecked. So you know what makes this joke even more insulting? What makes this joke even more insulting is that Hershey actually did a national ad where they utilized that in their advertisement. The whole her, she. It was fucking terrible. It was awful. Seriously. Thank you for the super chat. We got BioT-Wolf19 with a 5. What do you call an Italian hooker? A prostitute. Oh my god. Oh my god, bro. What the fuck is going on? Caramel Beast 199 made it just in time. What's poppin', Hypno? What's up, dude? How you doing? I'm doing good. Hope you're doing well. Marius with a 2, wishing to chat and you, boss man, a good Friday. Hey, Marius, hope you have a good Friday, bro. Angmar with the 5 membership banger. Shout out to Angmar with the 5 membership banger, making the chat just a little bit more green. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. The chat went crazy yesterday with gifted memberships. I almost thought we unlocked a new emoji. I mean, there was memberships dropping like crazy because of fucking Jeremy Webb and True North and everybody. Like, it was a crazy membership train. So thank you guys so much for all the memberships lately. Angmar, I appreciate you. Seriously. Jacrispy with a 499. Ubisoft watching me open the Ubisoft launcher while I play a cracked version of their game in the background. They were spying on me. Uh-oh. Awesome. K-Styles for 10 months as a Bigot Army sergeant says absolutely nothing. I don't know if it was banned or something. I have no idea. But shout out to you for being a Bigot Army sergeant for 10 months. That's insane. Then we got Scott Hott, a Bigot Army soldier for 6 months. It's good to see so many newer people here every day. Yeah, our stream, even though YouTube likes to fuck with us, our stream actually does grow every single day. The thing is that since we stream every single day, the numbers fluctuate. Some days we have higher viewership if there's not as much competition going on, and other days we have lower viewership if there is a lot of competition going on. But regardless, new people are finding us every day on the streams, and it's great. It's awesome. Trashy Drifter for 7 months says, new Take-Two's terms of service for Borderlands 2 and 3 looks at your IP address, your save passwords, and to stop mods if you have Borderlands, delete now. What? That's crazy. What? Where did you see that? I gotta look into that. God damn, man. These companies are doing everything they possibly can. You know why they're doing that, though? They're doing that because they really want to utilize it as a means to fight piracy. That's part of the reason why, anyway. Anime Mania 500 gives 1 Hypnotic membership. Shout out to Anime Mania 500. I appreciate you. Then we got Zelosi gifting 1 Hypnotic membership. Thank you, Zelosi. I appreciate you as well. And then we got this guy, Eric Jenkins, $4.99. Break out the Diddy oil. About to clap some motherboard cheeks. Bro, I think there's something severely wrong with Eric Jenkins. I really do. We love him here, don't get me wrong, but he's just a little bit, he's a little crazy. Flip Shazam for $2 says, sorry, boss was over my shoulder. Papa has to work. Oh, it's all good, bro. It's all good. You are fine. Louis Messina gifting 1 Hypnotic membership. Thank you, Louis Messina. I appreciate you. And then we got Toxin with the 5. I hope Sungrand does okay because I think some screws might be missing upstairs. Yeah, I'm starting to lean towards that. And I feel like there's no nice way to say that other than just to say, something's missing. You know what I mean? Dark Obsidian with the $9.99 says DEG mods. So DEG mods actually commented on one of my Nexus mods videos, and they tend to do that every time I make a video on Nexus mods. I kind of feel like they search YouTube and Twitter nonstop for Nexus mod stuff, and then they comment on all of it. So they're definitely trying to put in the grind to try to get people to go to their website and give them a shot. So again, if you are a modder, consider giving DEG mods a shot. See what they got to offer if it's worth it for you. Adair Soto with a $3 super sticker says bye-bye. Wait, bye-bye. You just got here. What are you talking about? Forgotten Vet with a 5. The Italian chef who died, he passed away. Oh no. Now you guys have Forgotten Vet doing bad dad jokes. No. This man was innocent. He was innocent. He was the silent protagonist. Every day, $20, silent protagonist. Now he's dropping dad jokes. Oh no. Oh no. Shion for $1.89 thought I met Kevin Hart in Vegas, but it was Kata. Oh my god, dude.
Holy shit.
Holy shit. Thought I met Kevin Hart, but it was Kata. Oh my god, bro. That is like, oh my, I felt the felting. And I'm not even Kata, and I felt it. Holy shit. Now that was a really short and simple roast. Wow. Caramel Beast for $4.89. Body type 1 and 2. Doesn't that imply that body type 1 is better than 2? No one wants to be second place. Very inclusive. Well, yeah. Well, that's why they put the women first. Because they want to showcase that. You're 100% right. Bad News Badger for a 20. What do you call a fake noodle? Impasta. It's getting more and more painful. Hypnos Cat for 23 months. What do you call a fake noodle? An impasta. I literally just read that. I just read that one. Are you guys Googling the same Italian bad dad jokes? What do you call a song about a tortilla? A rap. Oh my god, dude. Sold me out with a 5. It's worth it to have a VPN these days. I know it can be cracked too, but it's worse without. Oh, 100%. 100%. Always have a VPN, no matter what. No matter what. It's a lot harder to crack a VPN. Chances are the people who are after you on a daily basis are not going to have the know-how or the skill to crack it anyway. So it doesn't matter. Adair Soto with a 2. I have a movie day today. Nice, bro. Well, have fun with that, man. I'll see you on the replay. You legend. We got Roan Graham with a 5. Hey, if I don't own the game, then pirating isn't illegal. Yeah, people say that all the time, man, and I can't argue with that. I can't argue with that. Like, legit. Again, I don't pirate video games, but I can't argue people who are pirating video games when they're told every single day that they don't own the video games that they pay for. So you're not going to see me fighting for the big corporation. I'm going to be like, well, you told them. It is what it is. Let's go over to Rumble. Shout out to Toasty with the Mosey. She rated us over on Rumble. Thank you so much, Toasty. I appreciate the raid, and congratulations on becoming a Rumble premium creator. That is amazing. Shout out to you. You know, you did exactly what you're supposed to do, which is not let them keep you down. And you showed them that they have literally zero power. So I'm sure that's going to make some people cope and seethe a little bit. Scooby Pup with a 5. It is my fault about Sonichu. I said Sonichu 3 times while looking in the mirror, and he was summoned. Well, why the fuck would you do that? Like, why would you do that, Scooby Pup? Why would you do that of all things? Oh my god, man. Of course, it's Scooby Pup as the reason why Sonichu is here again. Oh, man. Jason Draven with a 5. Hypnotic brings Sungrand on the stream and demand that he repent. No, thank you. That's such a waste of time. No, thank you. Adair Soto with a 3. Super sticker. Thank you so much, man. He says bye-bye. Bye-bye, good sir. Extra onions for a 10. Says, what do you call shill JT? A gay. I agree with that. Scrap Gamer for a 5. Says, be grateful, my dude, that they aren't telling uncle jokes. Otherwise, they will make you say uncle. Oh, fuck. Fucking guy. Fucking guy, man. I knew it. I knew it was a trap. Never again, Scrap. Never again. Stark of Iron for a 5. Big fan of your work. Look up to you, my friend. Shout out to Toasty. A small dad joke. Uh-oh. You can't compliment me and then give it... You know what? That's fine. What is the pasta's favorite 90s dance? Hey, macaroni. I'm just going to take the compliment and move on. Thank you so much for the 5. I appreciate you. We got Silver Bullet Lycan with a 5. How many SmashJTs does it take to screw in a light bulb? None. They're too busy using head gestures as they talk. Elegant Ego with a 2. Why did a chicken cross the road? And he doesn't say anything. This is amazing. This is an interesting stream so far, let me tell you. The super chats are definitely questionable. I'll say that. I will say that. Okay, we are fully caught up everywhere. We're caught up on Rumble and we're caught up on YouTube. Thank you guys so much for all the insane support everywhere. I know that's the joke, Piranha Pal. Thank you for the insane support on either side. I appreciate you guys. Let's get into the content, and we are going... Wait, hold on. Scooby Pup with a 5 on Rumble. I wanted to see what would happen. That's why I did it. What do you mean you wanted to see what would happen? Of course Sonichu's going to show up if you summon him. God. It's okay. It's okay. Elegant Ego for a 2 says, because some idiot left the door open. You are better off leaving it silent. Trashy Drifter for 199. I tagged you on X on a video. What video? Toxin for a 2 to get to the other side. Oh my god, now everybody's finishing each other's jokes. God, man. We are just... Something is definitely strange today. I will say that. Definitely strange. Okay. Let's get into the content, boys. And we're going to start off with the Doom trailer. I want to get that out the way quickly. So let's go with the Doom trailer. So Doom just released a brand... Get out of here, Tifa. Your big ass titties. Doom just released a brand new trailer. And this one is the Cosmic Realm first reveal trailer. And it looks really good. It looks seriously really, really good. And I figured let's get together. Let's check it out and see what we got going on here. Now, if you guys obviously know, I'm extremely excited to play Doom the Dark Ages. I am a big fan of Doom. I've played every single Doom that I could possibly think of. Doom is always going to be that kind of video game that as long as they stay true to what Doom is, I will always play it. And I'm extremely excited for Doom: The Dark Ages. Within reason, obviously, you never know what they might pull off. The super chats that are coming in right now, I'll catch up with after this trailer. So let's watch the trailer together, put the audio up, and let's go. And just be ready for some amazing music.
Hello, everyone out there in Sony land. This is Hugo Martin, game director on Doom: The Dark Ages, reporting to you live from the offices here at id Software.
Dude, how fucking badass must it be that when you go to work every day, you have a gigantic statue of Doomslayer just like in the hallway? I want a gigantic statue of Doomslayer. Bro, if I had, if I don't even know how much these must cost, but if I had the money, I would totally fucking buy a massive statue of Doomslayer and just put that somewhere. I don't know where. It won't fit many places, but I would put that somewhere. I swear to God. That is just fucking amazing. And he's got the super shotgun too on top of that. So epic.
In the offices here at id Software. Well, actually, it's a recording, but that's okay. We're here today to talk about Doom: The Dark Ages, releasing May 15th on PlayStation 5. And that's right around the corner. I can't believe it. I think this is the best.
By the way, am I the only one that has called id Software ID Software? Am I the only one that, like, I never called it id Software. I've always called them ID Software. And now I feel like an idiot. I didn't realize they were called id Software.
Best Doom game we've ever made. We gave this everything we've had. We left no feature unpolished. We've got 22 levels of incredible FPS single-player combat. Tons of gameplay innovations like the shield saw, flail, crazy guns, with huge...
Oh, good. Most people in the chat said that they called it ID Software. Okay, good. Because I'm looking at this, I'm like, id Software? It's like, bro, it's ID Software. What are we talking about?
Worlds to explore, and an awesome roller coaster ride of an action story to carry you through to the finish. This will be an epic odyssey through a savage world full of powerful villains, crazy locations, and awesomely brutal weapons.
Bro, this fucking weapon looks so sick. Oh my God. Like, as I see more trailers and I look at some of the weapons that they're gonna have for Doom, I'm just fucking bricked. Unbelievably bricked. It looks so good, man. Just look at this, like, bloody, gory. Like, this is what we need. Like, I hope you guys understand that we have a lot of stuff that we deal with, a lot of issues in the gaming industry that we deal with. But for the last couple of months, gamers have been eating really good. There has been plenty of games for damn near everyone of all categories. And some of them vary from, indie games to AA games to AAA games. But there has been some pretty decent games coming out between First Berserker and then Expedition 33. You got Doom: The Dark Ages coming out. You have Oblivion Remaster. I mean, there is a lot of good stuff to celebrate. So definitely enjoy some of these games that are coming out while taking care of the bullshit that is surrounding us on a daily basis.
But if you've been following along, you've heard all this before. You know Doom: The Dark Ages is a premium single-player campaign featuring...
Oh, exactly. Schedule 1 as well. I mean, it is wild.
3 core pillars of engagement: combat, story, and exploration. I'm guessing you tuned in because you want to hear something new, something about the game no one else has heard about. Well, I've got a good one for you. We have, as I said, fantastic worlds to explore throughout the story. One of them is totally unique for a Doom game, a space we've never been to, but a world I've wanted to incorporate into the Doom universe for a while: the Cosmic Realm. You will bear witness to the cyclopean architecture of this Lovecraftian dimension as you explore its darkest secrets and battle its most insane enemies. An unholy union between Hell and the Cosmic Realm has been formed. Why, you ask? Well, you're going to need to watch the story to find out. No spoilers here today. But this partnership has given birth to some new type of adversaries for the Slayer to fight. Enemies like the Cosmic Baron, twin-bladed brute, he attacks with relentless pressure, and at range releases a flurry of psionic attacks that can block your projectiles and rip through your precious health. But fear not, because embedded in his attacks are parry windows that a skilled Doomslayer should be able to exploit should he or she be brave enough to stand and fight. All the strongest foes in Dark Ages require this kind of aggression. You weave your way through the maze of projectiles just like in class.
Bro, this fucking gun, this skull gun, whatever this is fucking awesome. This thing is awesome. This particular gun just looks so fucking cool. Like the animation and whatnot that's applied to it, it is so good. And yes, did you guys notice something? So I mentioned this in my video. Did you see what he said? Which proves that people in real life do not talk the way that they think that they talk, right? He literally said, however the Doomslayer wants to, confront this, however he or she wants to confront it. That's what he said. He or she. That's it. He didn't say they, them, Zer, type 1, type 2, he or she. And this is why I don't take these fucking activists seriously, because people in real life do not talk like this. They do not talk like them. So it's ridiculous, man.
Classic Doom to then go toe-to-toe with the biggest demons we've ever created. And after you've dispatched with the Cosmic Baron, be careful, because rising above the dark horizon...
Yeah, honestly, I know you guys are probably joking by saying somebody's gonna get canceled, but I would not be surprised if they would try to go after him. Because remember, for these people, it's not a big deal, right? This is not a big deal, supposedly. But for the people who say it's not a big deal, if they heard this trailer and if they picked up all this and they realize he said he, she, I guarantee you they would lose their mind and go after him for it.
You'll find the powerful Cacodemon, a hybrid between the two dimensions and newly designed for this game. This floating...
No. Doomslayer... Guys, Doomslayer is not female. Doomslayer... Doomslayer is not female. There's some people in the chat asking, is Doomslayer female? No, he's talking about the player. He's saying, however the player wants to do it, whether he or she wants to do it, however way. Doomslayer is Doomslayer, bro. It's not a female. It's talking about the player.
Mass of telepathic terror will stun players with his advanced shield attacks and cripple you with his tentacle strikes should you allow him to get close. But you can counter these enemies' assaults with a new weapon, born from the mollusk swamps of the Carthua marshes, an ancient tool from dimensions beyond our own, the Reaver Shot. A brutal ballistic iron mace of death. Fire it quickly to unleash a light attack to a single foe. Hold down the trigger to charge the Chaos Sphere and unleash brutal long-range melee strikes, turning your enemy's insides into demonic pulp. This weapon is unlike anything we've ever had in an id game. It brings the fantastic melee combat featured in Doom the Dark Ages to a whole new, brutal level of bone-breaking destruction. The sound, the design, the visuals, this weapon is amazing.
I know Doom the Dark Ages is going to have a lot of focus on melee combat. I know they are. I just don't know how this is going to... I don't know how it's going to go for the overall game. I feel like it's either going to be super OP or it's going to be irrelevant once you get all your other weapons. So I don't know if it's going to be a gimmick or if they're going to make it so broken that all you're going to want to do is use melee combat. But I know they're focusing pretty hard on it. And I just don't know how it's going to flow with the overall gameplay that I know Doom has. But I guess, we'll see. I do like the shield. The fact that you could throw the shield and it stays stuck in the enemy and it spins and grinds inside the enemy. It's pretty fucking cool.
There are so many more secrets to reveal and legends to forge here in this new world we've crafted for you. I think you'll find your time here to be full of intrigue and bloody, bone-crunching mayhem. And it will all look amazing on your PlayStation 5, featuring cutting-edge, ludicrous mode graphics powered by the all-new id Tech 8.
Ludicrous mode graphics. What's up, Toasty? Ludicrous mode graphics, bro. You know what's ludicrous? What's ludicrous is thinking the PS5 has ludicrous graphics. That's what... It's like, listen, I get it, man. Play on whatever you have available to you, but don't try to sit here and be like, oh yeah, ludicrous graphics on PS5. Like, bro, stop it. Just give me 60 FPS on PS5. That's all people should care about.
The innovations in this latest version of id Tech allows us to have more content visible on screen than ever before. Bigger spaces with longer views, more enemies to fight, more destruction, better feedback, a better gaming experience. We have fully dynamic lighting powered through ray tracing, which has allowed us to iterate faster during development, empowering our team to make better art faster.
id Software's engine is a really, really good engine. Like, it's a highly optimized engine, but that engine is really specific for Doom. But they just do it well. They just do it well. So really well. So I'm glad that they're doing that and not using like Unreal fucking Engine 5 or something like that. Like everybody else in their mother is using Unreal Engine 5. I'm glad id Software is sticking to their own thing.
id Tech 8 is a purpose-built engine made specifically for Doom the Dark Ages, with performance that's buttery smooth at 60 frames per second. This game will play as good as it looks.
And there's so much more, to be honest, that we still have yet to share, but we just wanted to give the Sony fans something special as we head.
Yo, I want this guy's fucking statue in the background too, man. Yo, he's got a shield, bro. He's got the fucking shield from the game. I want that. I want all of it. How much is that? I know this statue's got to be like fucking $2,000 or something ridiculous like that. I just know.
Head into launch. We cannot wait to share this experience with you. It is the biggest and most complete epic game we have ever made at id. It plays fantastic on the PlayStation 5 and of course the PlayStation 5 Pro. There will be so many things to see, abilities to unlock, and demons to crush in Doom the Dark Ages when it releases on May 15th. So from all of us at id, thank you so much for your time and continued support. See you soon.
Nice. Nice. So, 2-day early access with premium edition. Okay, interesting. So, I mean, listen, the game, it's just more gameplay of Doom that we've already seen. They obviously showcased the new area and the Cosmic Realm, and it looks cool. It looks cool. Overall, I'm excited for it. May 15th. Hopefully, I'll be done with Expedition 33 by that time. I don't know how long. I know that game is fairly long, but considering how much I'm playing that game, I'll probably be done with it quick. And then we'll be ready to play this. On top of other stuff, too. We still got to play other games, too. So, we got to finish First Berserker. We got to finish Like a Dragon still. But it looks good. Looks good. All right. That's it for Doom. Let's catch up on Super Chats really quick. We had a couple of bangers. And then we're going to get into the next topic. We'll do some fast topics, and then we'll cover the Sungrand SmashJT thing. Where did I leave off? Let's see. Elegant Ego would attempt. It says, knock, knock. Who's there? The chicken? He's still going. He's still going. Stark of Iron for it too. We do have a dad joke segment on my show. Why am I not surprised? Why am I not surprised? Joe Crispy with a $4.99. If Alyssa gets the same dad jokes in her stream, that'd be the closest thing she'll have to having a father figure. Wow. Wow.
Holy shit.
Wow.
Let him cook. Let him cook now. Let him cook. I said let him cook.
That's crazy. You said it, not me. You said it. You said it, not me. Wow. That was good. Bad News Badger for a Dick 50. That's every time I see DKK, I just immediately look at it as like Dick 50. Says the Mexican magician said that his final trick would have made himself disappear before the count of 3. Uno, dos, and puff. He was gone without a tres. A Mexican dad joke. Oh my God, dude. A Mexican fucking dad joke. This is what we're doing now. We have now transcended to the cartel. That's what we're doing. Eric Jenkins, 489. Why was the AI a good gardener? Because it knows the root of all problems, such as a knee slapper. Holy shit. And Joe Crispy with a 189 says Poon Slayer. Yo, Joe Crispy is a fucking legend, bro. Extra Onions with a PLN 10. Michael Jackson was based His pronouns were he. Bro, what are we doing today? Is everybody okay today? Are we okay? Seriously, are we okay today? Like, what is with these fucking bad dad jokes? Are we okay? Why? Because it's Friday? Are you getting all your stress out throughout the week? Is that what it is? You're getting your stress out throughout the week? Was it a rough week? God. My God, dude. This is crazy. Speaking of, though, we got James up. Yo, are we doing what we were doing yesterday with the fucking silent protagonist big banger super chats? These are scary. You don't understand. These are scary for me. James up with the $50 silent protagonist super chat says absolutely nothing. Zip. Zero. Nada. Zilch. Niet. Shout out to James up for the 50. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, you legend. We got Taffy over on Rumble gifting 1 Hypnotic membership. Shout out to Taffy on Rumble. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And then, oh my God. Oh my God. Mr. fucking Imperial. That's what we call him. That's what we call him. Mr. Imperial. Gifted 50 memberships. God damn. Mr. Imperial with the 50 membership ultra mega banger. Bro, that is unbelievable. A shout out to you. Thank you so much for that insane support. I appreciate you. This man has made it a habit of dropping 50 memberships, bro. What the fuck? Thank you so much, man. And James Zob with a 2 says Ludicrous Mode is a Spaceballs reference, I think. No, I think that the PlayStation, I think PlayStation Pro actually has a ludicrous graphics mode or something like that. If I'm not mistaken. Maybe you're right. I'm just saying, I could have sworn PS5 Pro has like a ludicrous mode or something like that. I don't know. Gaming Mason with a 5. Happy Friday, bigots. How many former Kotaku urinalists does it take to change a light bulb? None. Let that bitch cook in the dark. Nice. Oh, we hit tier 2. We hit tier 2. Holy shit. Why am I not surprised? We got a fucking 50 membership banger. Shout out to all of you helping us get to tier 2 for the 30th stream in a row. I think 30th. I believe, if I'm not mistaken. I got to check the chat, but I'm pretty sure it's the 30th stream in a row. Shout out to you guys. You guys are unbelievable. And thank you, Gaming Mason, for the 5. Look at this guy, Vicious with the $20 banger. Says Hypnotic the statue is at Wida Workshop website. I got Titus 40K. How much though? How much is it? Because if it's like $2,000, you could, yeah, fuck that shit. I am not doing that. No, thank you. But you get it, 8-Bit Eric. shout out to you for the $20 banger. And then last but not least, we got Alice in Blunderland with a $20 banger. Says, Doom Eternal doesn't look too bad, actually. Also, id, not ID, is a Freudian term, means the instinct-driven, pleasure-seeking part of the mind. Focus on immediate gratification. Makes sense from a gaming POV. Listen, I don't know what you just said. You just dropped a whole bunch of lore. And with all due respect, I'm still going to call it ID software. I appreciate the lore, but like, I don't want to think about that when I see a name called ID software. Like, it's ID software. I don't care what they say. It's ID software. But shout out to you for the $20 banger. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Okay, we got one that snuck in. Trashy Drifter for $4.99. Sorry to continue, but update to that terms of service thing. Affected GTA 5 also this month and other Take-Two games as well. Guess it's broadband. Interesting. Do you think they're getting ready for GTA 6? Probably. Maybe. Who knows? Who knows? All right, what am I looking at? All right, we're fully caught up. Shout out to you guys. Thank you for everything. I appreciate you. We are past tier 2. And let's get into some of the fast topics really fast. Really fast. And then we're going to get into the Sungrand JT stuff. So if you guys are unaware, apparently Ubisoft is being accused of secret data collecting in their single-player games. An Austrian data protection agency has filed complaints against Ubisoft. It seems like this company cannot, like, they just can't catch a break. They can't catch a break. They filed complaints against Ubisoft, alleging that the gaming titan behind franchises like Assassin's Creed and Far Cry is silently collecting data when you play single-player games while having no valid legal basis to do so. The agency, known as NOIB, is leaning on GDPR to tackle what it claims is unlawful data collection. If the complaint is a success and enforcement action is taken by the Austrian Data Protection Authority, it could lead to a 92 million fine for Ubisoft. Oh my God, dude. This company is getting fucked. This company's getting fucked from every hole possible. Unbelievable. Like to play alone? Ubisoft is still watching you. Noib has launched a complaint against Ubisoft on the grounds that it's forcing users to connect to the internet to play single-player games, which in turn allows Ubisoft to collect unnecessary data, per the recent post from the NOYB. The company forces its customers to connect to the internet every time they launch a single-player game. This is the case even if the game doesn't have any online features. This allows Ubisoft to collect people's gaming behavior. Among other things, the company collects data about when you start a game, for how long you play it, and when you close it. Even after the complaint explicitly asks why he is forced to be online, Ubisoft failed to disclose why this is going on. Under Article 6.1 GDPR, there seems to be no valid legal basis to randomly collect such user data. The full report can be read here. So, the accusation is that users aren't consenting to the processing of their data, as the processing operation is only legal if it's necessary. One of the lawyers explained that the video games are expensive, but that doesn't stop companies like Ubisoft from forcing their customers to play offline games online unnecessarily, just so they can make more money by tracking their behavior. Ubisoft's actions are clearly unlawful and must be stopped. Dude. I mean, again, I don't know the legalities. I'm not a lawyer. But all I'm saying is it is unbelievable. It's unbelievable to me just how fucked Ubisoft has been getting lately, over and over and over and over again. It is wild. Like, every month there is always something. There is always something that is happening. It is unbelievable with this company. Shadowbuster says, just checked Weta Workshop. The Titus 40K is about $1,400. Oh, fuck that, bro. I'm good. See, this is my problem. I look at the statues and I'm like, oh, they look really cool. I would love to have one. But I would never shell out the money for it. I'm too cheap. $1,400 fucking dollars, bro. No, thank you. I'm good. So yeah, this is something that I just wanted to share with you guys. I'm going to follow up on this story a little bit as time goes on. I don't have enough information quite yet. I can read the full report. If there's anything interesting, I'll make a video about it tomorrow so that I can showcase. DMAC just said buy less manga. This man just said buy less manga. All right, mods, you could time out DMAG for about 30 seconds. It's fine. It's okay. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. If I find anything in the report here, I will definitely let you guys know. I will definitely let you guys know in a future video if there's anything interesting here. Let's move on to the next one. So, if you guys remember, there was a video game that we reacted to a few months ago that looked really interesting. This game is called Lucky Meta. Okay? Lucky Meta looked like it was a first-person video game, almost kind of like Far Cry in its storytelling, with a little bit of Crisis, right? Because it had like futuristic tech you could kind of see by the guy's eyes. And Lucky Meta was supposed to release today. Apparently, it was supposed to release today. But out of nowhere, the company Reburn that was making this video game, apparently they have delayed Lucky Meta, and they didn't say why. They didn't say why at all, right? They didn't say why they're delaying it. Reburn, formerly known as 4A Games Ukraine, has quietly delayed Lucky Meta on the day of release amidst negative reviews, slamming the studio's debut title. I was able to get my hands on Lucky Meta. I was disappointed with what Reburn had delivered, and I'm not alone. So much so that the running belief is that Reburn has knocked back Lucky Meta because of the feedback. The team announced in a Discord server for the studio that Lucky Meta has been delayed with no new release date in sight, but the firm has yet to address the pushback on social media or via an official release. I find this to be really interesting. So why would they do this, right? Is it because of the backlash? Is it because they released the game broken? Did this game actually go out there and people bought it and now they delayed it and there's people out there that own the game but other people can't buy it? I'm so confused here. Lucky Meta has fallen short of expectations before even hitting the market. This all-new sci-fi shooter comes from the creative minds that helped piece together Metro, one of the best post-apocalyptic franchises in the business. From the day it was revealed, Lucky Meta was pegged as an ambitious shooter with futuristic elements, intense gunplay, and intriguing co-op mechanics. It looked great on the surface, and the game story was written by Hollywood-level talent. What was delivered was a total disappointment. The visual effects are subpar, gunplay is cut and dry, and unimpressive, the voice acting and animations are dated, and nothing engaged me from a story perspective. I simply didn't care to become immersed in Lucky Meta, which has ultimately revealed itself as a relatively short shooter with uninspiring mechanics that won't leave a lasting impression on me, a gamer. So it looks like things aren't looking good for this game. There are some rumors going around that the studio is going to end up being shut down. Not quite sure if that's true or not. I would have to. I know there's an hour-long gameplay video that's out there that I can react to, but I can't do that tonight. I got too much I have to do, unfortunately. We could probably look at it Sunday. If it's really interesting, we could look at it Sunday. But there is an hour-long gameplay video out there if you guys want to check it out. But as of right now, it's not looking good. This is not normal behavior, right? It's not normal for a studio to say absolutely nothing up until the day of release and then delay the game at release date. Delay the game and then not give a reason as to why and then not tell you what the new release date is. It's very clear that they're scrambling right now and something bad is happening. I don't know what that something is, but chances are it's probably not going to end up too good for the studio behind this, which is Reburn. So I guess I'll follow the story. I'll let you guys know as time goes on, but it ain't looking good, quite frankly. Okay, last but not least, before we get into the SmashJT stuff, we got Clear Obscure Expedition 33. Guys, this game is amazing, okay? Sincerely, this game is genuinely amazing. I'm not going to show for the game here today, but what I will tell you is that they have announced over 500,000 copies sold, by the way. Sold. Now, here's the amazing thing about this. This game was made by ex-Ubisoft devs. And it seems as if they are doing the exact opposite of what Ubisoft was doing with Assassin's Creed Shadows, where Ubisoft was doing the whole, 1 million, 2 million, 3 million players engaged. They weren't telling you about copies sold. They wouldn't give you any sales data. And here you have a team of 33 people coming out and telling you, yep, within the first 24 some odd hours, we sold 500,000 copies plus and rising, right? This is huge information because, again, 500,000 copies sold for this developer goes well beyond what 1 million or 2 million copies sold does for Ubisoft. 1 to 2 million copies sold is nowhere near enough for Ubisoft to recoup their money, let alone make a profit. But 500,000 copies sold for a team of 33 absolutely does a nice chunk of change towards the developer and will most likely make them profitable if they're not already profitable as it is. So the game is continuing to rise. I'm curious to see what the numbers are going to be once we actually hit the weekend. Actually, I never even checked the numbers for today. Let me check the numbers for today. Let's see what this game's doing today. So if we look at today, so the game hit a new all-time peak today, 11 hours ago, of 71,225. Now, again, keep in mind, Insider Gaming, the same website that is reporting on this right now, has been reporting on Assassin's Creed Shadows and has been trying to convince you that Assassin's Creed Shadows is the #2 best-selling game in the country for like 3 months now, and that apparently it's going to easily become the #1 selling game in the country above Monster Hunter Wilds, and that it's only a matter of time that happens, right? According to them, and they have no sales data, nothing to prove their statements whatsoever. It's just, hey, this guy who uses Circana because he's financially invested in Circana, he damn near owns the company, he says it's so, and we believe him, so we're going to spin the narrative about it, right? But I want you guys to keep something in mind. We don't have sales figures for this game yet because it's brand new, right? Just came out. It's going to populate probably in a day or two. But even in the first day or two, Expedition 33, within the first 24 hours of the game being released, has performed better on Steam than Assassin's Creed Shadows, a video game that has a long historied franchise behind it, and it somehow has done better than Assassin's Creed Shadows. It took Assassin's Creed Shadows a fucking weekend. It took Assassin's Creed Shadows a weekend to hit their number. Hold on, let me go here. Assassin's Creed Shadows. Let me see. It took Assassin's Creed Shadows a weekend to hit 64,825 concurrent players. Oh, wait, and I hear them. You guys hear that? Do you guys hear that? I don't know if you can hear that. Can you hear them? I can hear the crying. Can you hear the crying? Hold on. Yep. So I hear the crying. Okay, before the people out there who are about to run in here and say, well, Hypnotic, you stupid fucking chud, Assassin's Creed Shadows was available on the Ubisoft subscription service. So, of course, it's not going to sell well on Steam. Everybody knows that they're using it on Ubisoft Plus. This game is on Game Pass day one. And it's a AA game with no franchise history behind it. So this game being on Game Pass, which for all intents and purposes has way more people subscribed to it than Ubisoft Plus could ever hope for, way more people will be willing to rent this game than buy this game if you compare the numbers properly. And yet, 71,225 concurrent players thought that it was in their best interest to purchase the game and own the game, regardless of it being on Game Pass. So how is it that Insider Gaming is continuing to perpetuate this narrative of Assassin's Creed Shadows is totally the second best-selling game in the fucking country, and it's totally going to overtake Monster Hunter Wilds, a game that hit a concurrent player base of 1.4 million players just on Steam alone, not even including consoles. This game is on Game Pass. Your game was on your version of Game Pass. So it's very clear that somebody's lying. So here's where the beauty comes into play. So the Cryberry, the I was gonna say the Cryberries, the Crybabies online, they don't have a leg to stand on with this one, right? They don't have a leg to stand on with this one because this game's on Game Pass, which honestly, I find that to be amazing. Because I've been saying so many times, and I'll say it again, if a game is good, people will take it home. If a game is good, people will buy it. It doesn't matter if it's on Game Pass. People will buy it. It's not that often, but when it does happen, it will happen. People will buy it. Bad games go to Game Pass to die, right? This is the biggest issue with Game Pass. So Game Pass gets used as an excuse for bad video games to try to pretend like they're successful by saying, hey, well, we had 1 billion players engaged. Who gives a fuck, my guy? It cost you 20, 30, 40, 50 million dollars if you're AA, and $100 million plus if you're AAA. Who gives a fuck how many times you got rented? It doesn't matter. Game Pass is going to pay you a small portion of your budget, of course. They're probably going to pay you about 2/10 of your budget. What about the others? What about the rest? You're just going to hope for the best? Game Pass will absolutely kill bad games. But Game Pass will only make good games better. And this is what we've seen happen when we have video games that are being universally praised. Not by the shills over at Access Media, but by real gamers. People out there playing this video game, and word of mouth is spreading like crazy about this game. I have not stopped talking positively about this video game since I picked it up. And I said from the beginning that this game looked really good, but we're going to hold our horses a little bit, and we're going to check it out and be objective and see if this is really what it's claiming to be. And I got to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, with all of my fervor that I possibly can, this game was exactly what it was advertised as. You know what? I'll even up it. I'll even up it. This game is more than what it was advertised as. I'm not even fucking kidding. I'm not even kidding. This game is more than what I thought it was going to be. The only caveat is that if you don't like turn-based gameplay, you're probably going to be immediately turned off, but I implore you to look at gameplay and give it a chance, because there are action-oriented gamers out there that are actually enjoying their time with this combat system, because this game mixes turn-based and action gameplay together. It gives you a parry system, a dodge system, a jump to dodge system, a counter parry system, like everything, a blocks, everything. It gives you everything that you would have for the most part in an action game, aside from free movement with the character. Like me as a Souls player, I genuinely love the parry. It's super satisfying. I love the dodging, super satisfying. Parrying combos to avoid all damage is so fucking satisfying. So consider giving it a shot. And if you have Game Pass, that's probably the best way to do it. Or if you don't want to buy it, go watch whoever your favorite YouTubers are, whoever you trust. Go watch whoever you trust play the game and see if it's something for you. Because this game is genuinely what I'm considering to be my game of the year. And it's crazy because I was talking to Vera Dark the other day, and we were talking about games that we would consider to be game of the year so far. And both of us said First Berserker was going to be that game, right? And then I got my hands on this game, and I'm going to toss that nomination to the side. I'm going to toss First Berserker Kazan to the side, and I'm going to say this is without a doubt my game of the year so far. So far. So, in any case, consider, and I love First Berserker. I'm going right back to that game when I finish this game. But it is genuinely very good. So I will be playing this game again tonight for my 4th stream so far in 2 days. So if you want to see gameplay of it, consider hanging out with us on Hypnotic Live. Check out, the game with us. It's a good time. All right. we are fully caught up. Let's get to the SmashJT fucking nonsense. All right, here we go. Let me see if there's any super chats before anything. Hold on. Let's see. We got Eric Jenkins. What the fuck? Vet Gamer with a 5. Home from work. Expedition 33 is on the brain. Can't shake it. Yeah, same here. I can't stop thinking about it. Eric Jenkins. I'm sorry, that was Vet Gamer. Eric Jenkins for $4.99. Clap them motherboards and stroke that GPU. Bro, what? You need to repent, bro. JaCrispy $1.99. Ubisoft is my least favorite Chinese dev. I see what you did there. Blackguard with a 10. Ubisoft has blood in the water, so to speak, and all the sharks are closing in on them. Not one tear will be shed by most gamers if they go under. This was a self-inflicted wound and demise. Yeah, the last thing they need is like $100 million lawsuit. That's the last thing that they need, bro. Zephyr with a 5. The statue price, I feel your pain. I had to get prescription sunglasses, and the frames I picked with mirror finish would have been $1,300. Oh my god. $1,300 fucking dollars, bro. That's crazy. Shout out to you. Eric Jenkins of $4.99. Ubisoft watching play Black Tentacles Adventure in Snow Bunny World 74. I'm not even gonna ask what that is, bro. Extra Onions with a 10. Bathrobe Gay JT versus Suitless Dull Guy. Let's go. Yeah, we're about to get into it. Rowan Graham with a 2. No way in hell will Shadows beat Monster Hunter. Yeah, never. They're coping so hard. Joe Crispy with a... I'm telling you right now, if they come up with a headline saying that Assassin's Creed Shadows has outsold Monster Hunter Wild in the United States of America, just whoever writes that article, throw them out the fucking window. JaCrispy with a $4.89. Assassin's Creed Shadows kissing the feet of Yasuke Simulator, Schedule 1, and now Expedition 33. Exactly. Caramel Beast $4.99. I'll play Testicular Torsion Simulator before I boot up 3 game launches to play Assassin's Creed Shadows. Facts. And then Rowan with a 5. I refuse to give Ubisoft $120 for that garbage, but I paid $120 for Monster Hunter without thinking twice. Exactly. Now take you and times yourself by like 3 million people. 4 million people. Probably more than that, to be honest with you. Blackguard with a $20 banger. Shout out to Blackguard. He says Expedition 33 has such a rich potential for sequels and prequels and franchising. I only watched your stream earlier for maybe 20 minutes, and the potential for dark horror and sci-fi is crazy good. Bro, it's so good. It's so good. That game, I don't know how the story's going to end, obviously, but I got to imagine whether the expedition is successful in their mission or they're not and they die or whatever the case may be, it doesn't matter. I feel like it can easily set up for multiple sequels, and they can turn this into a franchise that will just do so fucking well if they keep doing what they're doing with this game. Like, seriously, they have... I mean, there are bones here that they can build upon in ways that can last decades if they really know what they're doing here. Which I'm sure they're probably going to go down that route. I just hope they keep the team small because they work better that way. You know? They definitely work better that way when the team is small. So, and I would play every single one of them. It'll be my new Final Fantasy, bro. I swear to God. Hypnos Cat with a 5. I'll be buying a Steam Deck when I get my rebate. And the first games I buy for myself will be Power World and Oblivion Remaster. Nice. Nice. What kind of Steam Deck are you getting? Let me know. Okay. Guys, we are fully caught up. Let's get into the last bit of content. So, if you guys were unaware, and I'm sure that you are because most of you that watch me also watch this particular creature on screen that is known around the world as SmashJT. He just had the weirdest interview that I think I've ever seen him have. And that was with this man. Sungrand Studios. Gerald from Sungrand Studios. Yellow Flash says, I want the OLED. Bro, I have the OLED. Get it. Seriously, it is worth it. So people messaged this to me, and I gotta tell you, I had zero interest. But people kept messaging, like you guys keep messaging me these videos when Smash does these, or not even just Smash, but whatever. I know there's another YouTuber that's making videos right now. I think Cassie reacted to that YouTuber talking about Sungrand Studios. Like, I don't care. I don't care. But you guys kept sending me this video and you kept telling me about the stream. So I was like, you know what? Fine. I'm not going to look at it. I'm not going to look at it during Griffcast because I'm too busy having fun playing Expedition 33. But I will look at it here for the next 20 to 30 minutes. So, SmashJT interviewed Sungrand Studios. I don't know if SmashJT planned this. I gotta imagine he kind of did because he obviously sent him the link. But he probably sent him the link not realizing whether or not he was going to show up or not, because SmashJT has a tendency to just do that. He'll throw out links and be like, hey, bro, in case you want to join. And you know what I mean? It's kind of like up in the air. So maybe he didn't plan it. So regardless, it happened. And Sungrand is here. And SmashJT is interviewing him in a bathrobe because he jumped in a pool because people gave him $3,000 that night. So good for him. But this is just very weird, right? This is like, so on the left, we have somebody who called the person on the right a pathological liar. And they're both on screen right now smiling to each other. So this is very strange. This is very strange. So we're going to watch a little bit of this stream and we're going to see what exactly happened here because I have not watched this yet. I've only been told about it. I watched 30 seconds of it and I turned it off last night. And I figured let's watch it today. Let's watch it today. So here we go. Volume's going up and go.
Hey, Jeff. Good to see you.
Good to see you, man. This is quite the honor and the surprise.
Don't say it's an honor. I mean, I'm not, I'm just a dude, but we've never actually done this before. So this is pretty cool. This is fun.
Yeah. No, this is, I want to say it's an honor because it's someone that I have been watching for a long time now and someone who I've always wanted to speak to.
I don't want to sound like a stalker, but I've been watching you longer than you've been watching me.
Oh, really?
Fucking weird. Weird.
Oh, really? Okay, because I've been watching you ever since Asmongold started covering you with the PlayStation stuff.
Yeah, I was watching you before that.
Oh, okay. Wow.
I don't comment often, so.
Okay. Oh,
but it would have been on.
You can cut the awkwardness with like a plastic knife. Seriously. I can feel SmashJT dancing. Like I can feel him dancing around eggshells right now. This man is probably like, oh man, let me be careful with what I say. I don't want this thing to explode right now.
My personal account.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So now with the pleasantries out of the way, let's get to it because I know a lot of people have
really quick. Yellow Flash for the 50. Only because it's about his book. He says, hail, check out the Golden Patriot. Guys, Yellow Flash just released his comic book, The Golden Patriot. If you guys are looking to check out some indie comics, this man just created his own comic. Consider checking it out. Yellow Flash, I don't know if you can... You know what? Hold on. Where the fuck is... God damn it. I don't know if I can mod you from this extension that I have. Mods, if you can please go find Yellow Flash's link to his comic book and drop it in the chat, I would greatly appreciate it. Congratulations, Yellow Flash, again, on the release of your comic book. That's fucking legendary. Sonia's going to get the link right now. So, Sonia, drop the link for Yellow Flash's comic book. And if you guys are looking for indie comics, consider checking out Yellow Flash's book. If you like what you see, you already know what to do. All right, let's keep going.
A lot of questions and a lot of frustrations right now. And by the way, myself included. So I'm gonna be grilling you, but I'll be very polite about it, of course, because I'm very
Well, you should say what you want to say without feeling that you need to censor anything.
Right. And that's why I respect you. That's the way it should be. And I would hope and expect the same from you, by the way, or anyone that I talk to say, hey, this is why I feel the way I do about you. So, but why don't you tell people like what's going on in the situation just to fill them in with it?
Yeah. So, and this is something that I mentioned to you a little while back, and I asked you to keep it just between us, and you did, and I really appreciate that. I really respect that. But this is a decision that I have been processing the best way to make over the past few months, and I decided I needed to step forward with it. So, I mean, basically, the end result of my actions this month, April, was that I made people angry at me. People are really upset. They're confused. So there's many different things that contributed to my decisions this month. You know, you've seen my speech videos. You know my absolute priority is to fight for gamers. I want to make sure that voices are heard, that the industry stops treating gamers like they don't matter, like the industry can do whatever it wants, like an insult gamers. And one thing that I'm very careful that I don't say anything that will lock me out of being able to make a situation better. So I never speak names, especially, but I will now.
Bro, what is with what is with people having main character energy, bro? Like, I have never once, bro, will be out here be like, I am your voice. I am your voice, gamers. I will tank for you. I just never, it's like, bro, okay, so I talk about what I want to talk about. If people connect with that, great. If they don't, great, whatever. But like this main character energy that's going around lately, because he's not the only one that does this. There's a lot of people that are doing it. You got fucking JDA with the main character energy, gamers. You got Yorch Torch out here, gamers, you know? Gerald's like, I speak for gamers. Like, fucking Grums is like, I'm tanking for you, gamers. Like, dude, what is with this main character fucking energy, bro? What is happening? You guys watch more anime than I probably do. You guys are having like inner fucking light Yagami dialogues right now. What is happening?
Since I'm going to be fully transparent with everyone here, but seeing people like Kim Belair and other people, these are the only people that are speaking in the industry. These are the only people present in the industry guiding these companies, and it is frustrating watching them drive the industry into the ground and to view gamers like, oh, these are idiots. We could do whatever we want. And so over the past few months, I've been plotting out a map on how I can take a role in the industry where I can also present, I can also...
That would be amazing. Nameless Tuna says he's trying to become the next WWE champion and he wants to cut a good promo. This would be amazing. You know how they have AI that if you have two pictures together, it'll make those two pictures do what you want them to do? I think it'd be amazing if, like, during this promo, at the end of the video, the AI made Smash and Sungrand wrestle. I think that would be sick. We need to make that happen somehow.
Speak so that Kim Belair and other people who have intentions of terrorizing developers and threatening them, if you don't force diversity in, this bad thing will happen to you. I do not feel that is the right approach for anything.
I think SmashJT's finishing move would be the frog splash because I've seen how he jumps in the pool. He really doesn't get a lot of air right now, but maybe if he was a wrestler, he would get a lot of air. I think frog splash would be pretty good. Call it the smash splash. The smash splash. That would be amazing. What? That would be amazing. The smash splash. And then fucking on the ring side, you could have JR be like, oh, SmashJT just did the smash splash. What a slobber knocker, you know, something like that. That'll be amazing.
And so my long-term goal has been to position myself to where I can take speeches and do presentations in the industry so that developers and publishers have another voice to listen to. So it's not just Kim Belair. So it's not just, you know, and I can't remember the other people's name, but there was a lady who said she's never even made a game before, and she's, you know, laughing about it, going, haha, but now I get to tell developers what to do. I've never even made a game before.
Oh, apparently SmashJT says that he blew his back out. Listen, I told you stop fucking the fat bitch on the side. You didn't want to listen, and now that's what you're getting. So you got to deal with the bad back.
That really frustrated me. And so, unfortunately, because of the videos that I have been doing here on YouTube, it is very clear that I have a bias. If you look up my name, if you look up Sungrand on the internet, it's clear I have a bias for a particular side of the conversation. And so the reason why I have taken the actions this month, which was basically I was purposefully making people angry at me. I was trying to get people to make angry content online so that when I put in a bid to do a speech, if they look online, they'll see, oh, wait, okay, so it's not just one side. This person isn't biased. It's people from all sides that are critical of this guy. If I didn't do what I did this month, then if I put in a bid to do a speech, I say, hey, I'd like to speak at your university. I'd like to speak at your event. They would look online. They would see, oh, well, Jarrell is sided with these people. These people are cheering for Jarrell, and he's only receiving criticism from one side of the conversation. He must be biased. He's not trustworthy. So that is why I have...
What? Wait. So is this about trying to get more opportunities by trying to seem to be neutral or something? I don't... does he try to do public speeches like at schools or something? I don't understand what's going on here. I'm so confused here. So this is just more about opportunities? So you tanked your reputation on YouTube and on social media in general just so that you can get more opportunities in real... How would you get more opportunities? By applying for certain things, and when people research you and they see that everybody hates you left and right, they're going to be like, yeah, we want that guy. We want the guy that the left and the right hates, because that's going to make sense, right? It's like, that doesn't quite work out, right?
I hope you follow my logic here. Does that make sense?
I don't follow.
I'm trying. I'm tripping up a little bit because...
let me know what doesn't make sense to you.
Yeah,
All of it doesn't make sense, man. All of it doesn't make sense, bro. And I think he knows that.
I'll let you speak. I didn't want to try to interrupt you, but
yeah.
Do you feel like that is the best approach, though? Because it's not being true to yourself if you're manipulating a situation in order to get somewhere, to try to, like, it's like a 4D chess move that people keep saying, like, oh, he's one step ahead of the game with what he's doing here, instead of just being, hey, this is who I side with, and this is transparently why I feel this way. And if this school or organization or wherever that would be giving you the speech would say, no, we don't see the other side of the story from you, so we don't want you, then that's on them. Why do you need to bend the knee and say, hey, I actually went against the grain against these people. I'm one of you guys. You put a fake nose ring in and you say, hey, I can actually hang out, and then kind of go through there almost like a Trojan horse type thing, which is what I'm hearing from you. Tell me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, that is an excellent question. I'm glad you asked that. And I wish things work that way. I wish things could be black and white. Things can be simple, but I have been in industry situations where that's just not how it works. I wish it could be like that. But working at industry level it's cutthroat, it is ruthless, and it's brutal. And that's why I stepped away from it, because I don't like having to be in that environment where you don't just get to be 100% honest and transparent. But working at industry level, there are moments where you will have to do things that this isn't how I would like to do it. This is why I want to separate my industry work from my YouTube channel, that I just want to make cool, fun stuff for people. And I'm sure you've noticed, and many other people notice, I'm someone different in my speech videos. Mm-hmm. That's not the same person that you see unboxing, stupid products and having a laugh and making jokes. Because when I do my industry work, I'm not the same person. I'm someone that's ruthless, and I don't like having to be ruthless. I don't like having to maneuver. But you have to understand that when you work in the industry,
Bro, Smash is over here on the left. Like, I can only listen to so much bullshit before even I gotta stop being nice. Smash was trying to be nice in the beginning, but now he's got the okay. So you know what he's got? He's got the face of like a disappointed father when your son walks up to you and says, "Dad, I totally didn't steal that thing you thought I stole from you," and you already caught him on camera, and you're just waiting for him to tell the truth. But your son is sitting there, and you're just like listening to his lie. Like you're listening to his lie, like, bro, I already got you, but you don't want to say that. That's kind of like what's happening here. Like he's listening to this, he's like, bro, just fucking tell me what. Just tell the truth. You know, what's this? This like mumbo jumbo, fucking all over the place.
Either do what needs to be done, or someone will cut your throat and stab your back, and they'll do the work. And that's my priority.
I understand that. I've worked in the industry myself, and I understand it's a very dog-eat-dog world. I mean, my level of experience is not developer level, but it's QA, game master style, and recruiting. So I've worked with developers, and I've had developers hired back in the day. So I understand how the game works, and I understand the industry a lot better than a lot of people think I do. So it's not lost on me when you say that.
Don't worry, we're only going to react to about another 10, 15 minutes of this because we got to do the waifu battle. No worries.
Yeah, so you get it.
But one of the questions while you're here, I wanted to make sure
did you do this for an hour and 11 minutes, Smash? Holy shit.
I asked because I think what is confusing a lot of people about your approach right now is I was being like, what the hell do you want? Like, what is your end goal? I think that's what's confusing people. Because
that's a great straightforward question. What the fuck do you want, bro? What do you want?
Say, I want to have fun in games. I want this. I want that. But by almost, I don't want to say stabbing your own audience in the back by doing that or telling people to unsubscribe if they're negative. What are you gaining out of this? What is your end goal from all of this?
So that was a determination I made because it would, if you take a look at the language that I use for those statements, they were the most vague, niche statements that I could come up with.
They definitely were vague.
I don't want to force people to unsubscribe, but I had to have a cover. And I'm revealing the cover now, so I'm sabotaging things a little bit. Well, actually a lot. Because I can't just say what my plan is, and I can't just say, I need people to attack me from all sides so it looks even and fair. If I say that, that ruins my whole goal. I hope you understand.
Yeah, dude, that's a good point. So by you coming on right now and saying all this, doesn't this kind of defeat the whole purpose of whatever approach you were doing then?
Is anybody believing this, bro? There's no way. I wish I could see the live chat. I wish I could see the live chat because I would love to see what people's reactions were to this. It's like, what the there's no way, bro.
I did, and the reason I've chose you is because I've been listening to you, I've been listening to other people, and this goes back to
SmashJT says, wait till you get to the part where he cries. He cries? Bro, is this guy using this as like for his resume for what, like improv acting or something?
My ruthlessness when I'm doing industry work. I regard the videos that I did where I was addressing industry topics, I'm a different person. I'm really mean and I'm ruthless in those, and I don't like that. That's why I keep telling I don't like doing those. I don't like the speech videos. And when I am in that mindset, when I'm doing industry work, I do not consider people's feelings because you can't. If you consider people's feelings, you will be beat to the punch. You will be beaten by the other people working around you. And it like you said, it's dog eat dog. So when I'm doing industry work, I route a path to my goal and I take whatever steps necessary to achieve that goal, no matter what it takes. And I had not considered the feelings of the community in this situation. And I realize now that was a mistake and I should have spent more time considering how other people would feel. And that's something that I need to improve. If I'm going to keep working at industry level, I need to be able to introduce into my thought process. Okay.
Bro, this is why I didn't cover this shit. I'm not going to lie to you. Like, I appreciate that you guys kept sending me this stream to react to it. I appreciate that you wanted me to talk about it and whatnot. But this is why this is why I don't, like, I told you I'm so fucking done, bro. Because this shit makes zero sense. I am hearing words and nothing is registering. Nothing is registering whatsoever with me. It's just, it's in one, like, what the fuck are we listening to? What the fuck are we listening to?
Okay, how am I going to negatively affect people? How are people going to feel about that? It's never been a part of my professional workflow before. And I see now that it's something I need to work on.
I think this is actually really, I know there might be some people in the chat that disagree with me, but this is a really good first step to rebuilding your brand. Because just from my unprofessional opinion, watching what transpired and being someone that for a long time was a very strong supporter of yours, seeing what I could only call a self-sabotage. I'm like, what is he doing over there? What the hell is happening right now? And the this might come off as harsh, but I'm just going to say it anyways. But blaming your audience for your own transgressions, for your own direction is not a great direction to ever go. And I would say, like, you need to just make the videos that you want to make. Never blame your audience for not understanding. Don't take it out on them. Don't take out your frustrations on them. People will disagree because, trust me, if you've been following me for a long time, which you said you were, you might be familiar with the Amico stuff, which we talked about. So you familiar with?
I did actually watch you through the Amico thing, and I'd forgotten all about it. That's
so. I mean, it's one of those. This too shall pass if you stick with it. But it only will pass if you handle it appropriately. And that
I feel like I'm getting talked to by my dad. This is Dad JT talking right now. He's like, son, this too shall pass, and you will be the king of this kingdom. That's what I feel is happening right now. Dad JT is talking.
That is taking accountability and letting people, like, you need to, like, not just come on this and tell people this here, but my humble opinion, what I would do, someone who's been through this shit before would say, make a video, not like a, oh, I'm sorry guys, but a video of just transparent honesty of, this is what I was trying to do. It was, I look back in hindsight, that
This is like SmashJT going up to his kid to be like, son, I understand. I get it. Your friends found out that you fucked a fat bitch. But this too shall pass, and you shall live to goon another day. It's okay, son. It all gets better. Wait, you said to go to 17 minutes? Okay, 17 minutes. Let's go right here. Here we go.
Achieve with those. And that's why I wanted better positioning. And if I kept making those videos, it would become more and more clear what my bias is. I would look less neutral, and I would not have good positioning in the industry at that point, if you catch my drift.
No, that makes sense. That makes sense. Another point that was kind of a sticking point with me that I wanted to make sure I brought up here tonight, because it would be remiss for me to ignore some obvious
does he bring up the
things
cancer?
And oh, by the way, I'm sure you've seen the videos being made about you, not just from me, but from other people as well.
I haven't seen a single one.
Oh, okay. Well,
I don't watch videos about me, and I'm really busy with life stuff. So
that's fair. Yeah. That's fair.
I don't think that's true, but whatever.
I don't expect everyone to watch everything. That's fine. Then I will let you know the general sentiment of the community right now is fairly frustrated. There is a general sentiment of distrust with you, especially when it comes to talking about, and this is going to be harsh, but I'm just going to say it because I'm sure people are curious to hear what you have to say about it. Dealing with the passing of friends and the we'll just say often referencing, whether it be cancer or old age or whatever miscellaneous event where the passing of someone, and people will see that, and if it's a one-time thing, they might be like, all right, cool, I get it, I understand, we're all human. But there have been videos showing you saying this about multiple different people throughout the years in videos, almost as a way to emotionally manipulate them. What would you say to that?
I'm personally hurt that people would think that. And I don't think I've ever felt personally hurt on YouTube before, but that is something. Oh shit. Sorry. Oh shit. I discussed
They ain't no fucking way, bro. They ain't no way, bro. There's no way, bro. Smash, why'd you do this shit? Why did you, bro? Look at the pause. Look at the pause on SmashJT's face. Look at this. Look at his pause. This pause is exactly how my face looked once he did that. Oh shit. Oh my god, bro. What is going on here?
These topics, because I read the comments and there are people that have to deal with this and they've never dealt with it before. And I discuss it because people told me that when I talk about it, it helped them. It helped them.
Smash his face. Smash his face. You know what this says? This says, I fucked up. I fucked up. Well, he's probably thinking to himself, he's like, well, why did I go do that now? Why did I go do that now? Stupid. Why did I do that? I could have just kept the conversation about gooning, but instead I made it about cancer. God damn it. Now I triggered the inner monologue.
Make their way through it. It helped them understand the situation. And the message that I'm trying to get out there is don't be afraid. Try to be strong for the people who are suffering. That has been my message. And I am personally hurt that people say that I'm using that to manipulate, because I create those videos to support other people and to help them, because not everyone is already at a point where they've dealt with watching someone that you love and you care about, someone you grew up with. You watch them waste away into nothing and they no longer get to be the person that they used to be. And you have nothing you can do but watch them suffer. There's nothing you can do. And I've been trying to find a way to help in some way, to help my family.
Bro, this is exactly how I look right now. You can't see me, but this is literally how I look right now. Just stone faced right now.
My friends. And I think if I can find an answer, I want to be able to share that. And that's why I've made videos. And people have told me that they appreciate those videos. So that's why I've mentioned it a number of times. And I have had a tough time dealing with a number of people, and it's coming one after the other, because a number of my friends are older. They're people that I look up to, people who taught me and mentored me. And it just sucks that it all kind of happens all at the same time, you know? And their deaths, I want to show people that when someone dies like that, you don't have to let it make you worse. You don't have to let it make you angry or bitter. You let it make you into a more understanding and a compassionate person who's more willing to listen to the struggles of other people, despite them being totally different from you. And that was the point of discussing those videos. So
yeah, to be honest, guys, I think I'm good. I think I'm good. This is this went exactly how I thought it was gonna go, and there is another 40-50 minutes of this. Like, wait, what did you fill the 50 minutes of with? Hold on.
To try and be famous so that I can sell my games better.
Do you want to prioritize yourself as a developer or as a speaker in the industry then?
That's what I've been grappling with over the past few months. And it's because my favorite thing is making games. That's what I really want.
We got True North says, but everything we say as criticism against you, you think of as purely.
Oh my God, Smash took comments. Oh, I can only imagine how that went. All right, I'm done. I'm done, guys. I need to be playing Expedition 33. We got a waifu battle we got to do, and with all due respect, Smash, that's great that you stuck this out for an hour and 11 minutes. But needless to say, I think I would rather masturbate with sandpaper or probably just jump over a flight of stairs and see how far I can roll down with keeping my neck intact. One of those two sound much more appealing. Yeah, I think I'm good. I'm gonna just skip over to the live screen, and we're gonna catch up on super chats, and we're going to go do the waifu battle, because That also sounds more interesting right now. But I will do the YouTuber thing, and I will link this video in the chat. So if you want to check this out, you are more than welcome to. You already know who that is. I don't need to tell you who it is, but it is SmashJT. And yeah. Yeah, props to you, man. Usually I'm the patient one, but man, that is maximum level of bullshit. Yeah, I just can't. I can't do it. I can't do it, my good man. But I'm glad you did it. You took one for the team. It's not the first time. The last time you did that was at the Oyster Bar. This time, you took one for the team talking to Sungrand. So this is good. This is good. Let's catch up on Super Chats. Really quick, shout out to Yellow Flash again with the $50 banger. I appreciate you. Shout out to you. Thank you so much. And good luck on your book, man. We're gonna see you rock out. Here we go. We got Eric Jenkins. I think I already said this one. Extra onions for a 10. Bathrobe, gay tea versus suitless dull guy. Let's go. I already read that, I think. I did. I sure did. I sure did. Hold on. We got Dark Exile with a 5. Says, was getting copies of Expedition 33 for friends and gifts, and Humble ran out of keys. 500k sales this early is good. Oh, it is. 100%. SmashJT with a $20 banger. Only pros interview in a bathrobe. Come on, bro. Shout out to SmashJT for the $20 banger. Thank you so much, man. JaCrispy with a 189, but remember, he's not a YouTuber. Facts, he's not a YouTuber. He's also not a game developer. I don't really know what he is. JaCrispy 189, Sungrand turning heel is this John Cena moment. But this is not even like turning heel, though. Right? This is not even turning heel, because turning heel would be way more interesting. Just Zippos with a 5. Gerald Word Salad Sungrand have any relation to Kamala Harris? I could definitely see it. I could see the relation for sure. They look very similar. Adam Camo gifting 5 Hypnotic memberships. Let's go. Shout out to Adam Camo with that 5 membership banger. I appreciate you, my good man. Then we got you, Crispy. What a 189 POV. You're in a Zoom interview. Oh, that's terrible. Zelosi with a 5. Even my autism is confused. Oh, that's great. That is great. Adam Camo with a 5. Thanks for the free goonership. I just arrived. Who are these two ethnics trying to speak English? I understand the words. Isn't it cute that they are trying? Facts. They're trying very hard. They're trying very hard. We got Allison Blunderland with a 5. I swear this nearly sent me into a comatose watching the entire interview. How did SmashJT manage to remain sane while questioning him? I don't know. I really don't know. I'm shocked by this one. Caramel Beast with 489. There are very little things I hate more than a grown-ass man crying. Call it my toxic trait if you want. No, I can understand that. I can understand that. Adam Camel with a 2. Be a man like my wife. Harden up, princess. Be a man like my wife. What the fuck? Extra onions for a 10. Smash did it so Sungrand can't delete the video. Oh. True. Smart. Uper with a 5. It's because Smash is obsessed with this guy, as some of his watchers are. Ooh. Ooh, Smash, is that true? Are you obsessed with Sungrand Studios? Are you obsessed? JaCrispy, 189, Smash's face is me after ordering anything at Temu. Yeah, if you order from Temu, you have like a very high likelihood of being disappointed, for sure. Without a doubt. Let me check Rumble really quick. I don't think anything came in on Rumble. No, nothing on Rumble. Shout out to you guys. All right. We are fully caught up. Thank God. Thank God. It is now time to do the waifu battle, ladies and gentlemen, and close out the evening. And obviously, you know, Tifa's been killing it lately. She continues to kill it. And we're going to see if we can take her down today, because today is Battle of Champions, which means a former waifu is coming back to try to take her belt. And this one is going to be a good one. I'm going to test the loyalty. I'm going to test the loyalty of people. We're going to find out who's really for who. Here we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the waifu battle is here. Now, if you guys are unaware, which you should be, hopefully, the current waifu battle champion is none other than Tifa, ladies and gentlemen. A couple of days ago, Tifa won her belt back during the 1-year anniversary of the waifu battle, and she's been holding it ever since. And we're going to see if she's able to continue to do so tonight. But before we bring out the challenger, let's go over the rules of engagement. Rule number 1. All super chats during the waifu battle can and will count towards a particular waifu, but the only way it's going to count is if you put the name of the waifu in the super chat first. You have to put the name first, and then everything else can follow. If you do not put the name of the waifu first, it will not count. It doesn't matter how big the super chat is. If you super chat after the fact and you put the name of the waifu that you forgot to put the first time first, then I will make it count. Rule number 2. You can vote for any waifu, regardless of who's on the screen. It doesn't matter. You can vote for the champion, who is Tifa, or you can vote for the challenger, who you're about to find out. It doesn't matter who is on screen at the time. Last but not least, after the second waifu comes off screen, I will do a 30-second countdown. After that 30-second countdown, no more super chats are going to count. It does not matter how big they are. The last super chat that shows up on my screen will be the one that counts, so please, if you're going to vote, vote early and vote hard, ladies and gentlemen. Do we understand the rules? Of course not. Of course not. I know we don't. Come on, man. Let's stop lying to ourselves. All right, listen. So today, Adam Campbell says, can we vote for Sungrand? No. No, you cannot. Today is Battle of Champions. It's Friday. So that means we bring back a former champion who is going to try to get her belt back from Tifa. And I looked through all of the champions that we've ever had. And there is one in particular that constantly gets brought up all the time. And I figure she has a lot of fans. People really like her. But people also really like Tifa. So I wonder where people's loyalty is going to lie here. I'm very curious. So let's bring out the challenger and let's see if she could get her belt back. All right, boys. The challenger that is going to go up against Tifa is going to be none other than the one and the gorgeous Mai. Ladies and gentlemen, let's start the clock and let's see who is going to win. Is it going to be Tifa or is it going to be Mai? I'm going to put the names in the chat right now and you can make your voices heard and we will see who is going to win. Champion is Tifa. Challenger is Mai. This is going to be a tough one for some of you. Let's find out whose loyalty is bigger. Whose loyalty is bigger? I think even Sonya's going to be confused on this one. Whose loyalty is bigger? PD Panda says, why do you got to do this to me? I told you. I told you this was going to be a tough one. This was going to be a tough one. Remember, you can, in fact, split your super chat if you want to. If you can't make up your mind, you can split your super chat. We got Melody Johnson starting us off with a $2 banger. It says Tifa is best waifu ever. Ever. You hear that? Ever. Ever, ever, ever. Chuck Crispy with 199 says Tifa makes me stiffer. Yo, Jack Crispy needs to repent, bro. The Gaming Mason with a 5 says Tifa because them titties are big. And then tags Sonya Lisette, apparently. That's crazy. Blackguard with a $20 banger says Tifa. This was a tough choice, though, but I have to stick with the current champion. Okay. I respect it. I respect it. Remember, you can in fact split super chats if you can't decide. But real men decide their waifus. I'm just saying. Caramel Beast with 989. My ass men stand up. Facts. Although she stacked up top too, so I think you're fine either way. Silver Bullet Lycan with a 5 saying Tifa Lockhart. She's my number 2 video game goon character, right behind Samus. Nice. Nice. Mr. Melancholy with a 5 saying my. Nice. We got Just Zippos with a 10 saying my Sungrand. Then he says, just kidding. LOL. He put the name first, so it counts. My. Very good. Very good. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's pretty even right now. This is exactly what I thought was going to happen. Dragon with a 10 saying my. They all belong to the harem. They're all loyal to me. You sure about that? Demogeni with a 5. Tifa, she's the best girl. Mai is nice, but she's not beating my Final Fantasy girl. I don't know, Demogeni. It's right down the fucking middle right now. This is actually kind of scary. War Wizard for 189. Mai, Square Enix nerfed Tifa, but Mai remains the same. That's a good point. That's a good point. Eric Jenkins for a 2 on Rumble says less talking, more anime tits. Doesn't count for anything. And then Jenkins for a 2 says, my ass and tits, I approve. Over on Rumble. That's a $2 over on Rumble. BioT Wolf 19 with a 10. My can't go wrong with hot ninja girls. Plus, it's my picture. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Mai is in the lead. Louis Facina with a 5 saying Mai and Tifa. 3 for Mai and 2 for Tifa. Okay. All right, we got a little bit of a split here. Silver Bullet Lycan with a 5 saying Tifa again. Where is your waifu, Alyssa? Oops, I mean SmashJT. Oops again, I meant ... Oh, shit. I can't believe we are right down the middle right now. This is a fiery waifu battle. All right, guys. It's time to bring out the current champion. She's not going to go down without a fight. And it's none other than Tifa. Ladies and gentlemen, let's start the clock and let's see who is going to win. Is it going to be Tifa or is it going to be Mai, ladies and gentlemen? We got Crispy with a 199 Italian Parliament voted for Tifa as well. It doesn't count because you didn't put Tifa first. Mr. Melancholy with a 2. Mai, she TN booty. Oh, tits and ass. Okay. Mai, she's tits and ass, best of both worlds. I was like, wait, what? I was trying to understand what you were saying there for a second. Shout out to you for the 2. Eric Jenkins for a 2 on Rumble says Mai is love to clap her motherboard. That's crazy. That's crazy. Death Star with a 2 says my, oh my, oh my. Weird laugh. Beautiful. Mai is in the lead. Tifa is losing right now. Tifa is getting felted. This is crazy, but not by much. Not by much. It is still a very close battle. We got Toxin for a 2. Mai till I die. Drown me, Sonya Lisette. John Winslow for a 2 says Tifa, my picture. Oh, man. Oh, man. This is a very interesting dilemma. How is Tifa losing is beyond me, bro. Caramel Beast with a 189. Mai again. Tifa needs a BBL. Oh my god, dude. Mai is starting to pull away. She started to... Oh! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! We got a massive headshot right now. The sniper. The sniper. Crimson Jet with a $100 Red Boy Mega Banger, says Tifa. I'll stand by her side even if Mai is also hot as a ninja. That put Tifa in the lead, but keep in mind, Mai was ahead, so Tifa is not ahead by that much. It's still anybody's game right now. Silver Bullet like it with a 5. Tifa would goon over her 100 times more than anyone. Well, maybe not as much as Samus. Fair enough. Fair enough. I can understand that. PD Panda with 199 Tifa because I could get a life-size model of her. Wait, you can get a life-size model of Tifa? What the hell? Mr. Melancholy with a 5 says, Mai is a thick waifu pie. Sorry for the confusing message earlier. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. It is a battle right now. Oh, my God. The Mai fans are not going down. They are not going. They have challenged Crimson Jet. They said, get that shit out of here. A $99.99 for Mai. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Andrew Howell with a 2 says Tifa. Oh, man, guys. What is happening right now, bro? What is happening right now? Gray the Merchant for a 2 says Tifa. Eric sending you and Mai to the monkey gulag. Hickory Excalibur with $49.99 says Mai like I like my Oreos double stacked and stuffed. Oh my God, dude. What is happening right now? What is happening right now? BioT-Wolf19 with a 10 says Mai, a girl so hot Smash would not let her in. You fucked up, Nintendo. Plus, she was never nerfed. Oh, man. Death Star with a 2 says my, oh, my, oh, my. JaCrispy. What the fuck? JaCrispy with a $99.99 says Tifa stays. And then Crimson Jet. Crimson Jet answered the challenge with a $200 Red Boy Mega Banger, says Tifa. Silver Bullet like it with a 10 says Tifa. Last one for the night. Ali Kusanagi with a 5 saying Mai. Demajinai with a 2 saying Tifa. This is still anybody's game. Andrew Howell with a 669 saying Tifa. All right, I need to do the countdown. You guys are going crazy. Hold on. Rumble, countdown. Rumble, we are doing the countdown. This is still anybody's game because Mai was ahead for a while. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. The last super chat that is going to count is from Hypnotic and Rapture for a 2, saying Mai over and under all night long. And that's what he said. And that's what he said. And then John Winslow for a 2 says Tifa. If she wins, I'll post risque pictures of her. Oh boy. As if that hasn't happened already. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Let us, mods, count it up. Count it up. And let me go over the super chats that did not count. We got Dead Eyes Lock with a 5 saying Mai set the ring ablaze on Rumble. Did not count. Unfortunately. I'm sorry, my good man. I'm sorry, my good man. And then we got Hickory Excalibur with a 1999 saying Mai did not count. Fuck. God damn it. Oh, shit. And then we got Trooper with a $50 Pink Boy Mega Banger. Says Tifa, because the order shall not be upset, not mommy stays. This was wild. This was a fight. This was a fight. Gray the Merchant for a 2 says Eric Jenkins, gulag time. Survive, brother. Gray the Merchant's hilarious. Guys, this was a fight. Oh my God. I knew this was going to happen. Mai is loved just as much as Tifa. Just as much as Tifa. All right. For the 50 bangers. Hold on. For the 50 bangers. This one's for you guys. For the 50 bangers that came in. Here we go. And then for the 20 bangers. Here we go. And then, for the insane Red Boy Mega Bangers, this is for you. You guys are absolutely insane, bro. Unbelievable. Keep feeding the ducks. Keep feeding the ducks. My God, dude. What a crazy waifu battle. What was that? What was that? I knew it was gonna be a fight. I didn't realize it was gonna be a fucking street fight. I didn't realize it was gonna be a street fight, man. Holy shit. You guys fought it out like crazy. That was insane. Yesterday's waifu battle was way quieter than today's. I fucking damn near lost my voice, man. Crimson Jet. First off, why would you challenge Crimson Jet? The man has been proven to be insane. Why would you challenge him? I cannot believe that. Who did that again? I respect it, though. Caramel Beast said, "My, get that shit out of here." I respect it. That man said, "Get that shit out of here." That was awesome. And then JaCrispy came out of nowhere, bro. He came out of nowhere and said, "Tifa stays." And then fucking Hickory was like, Mai is staying." Holy shit. And then Crimson Jet answered the call. Wow. Guys, in the meantime, let me do this because we had gifted games earlier in the stream that I did not get to look at because the stream was just too crazy. So we're going to take a look at it right now. Let's take a look at the gifted games. Hold on. So I got to find a way to show Steam on the screen when I do this. I got to incorporate it in OBS so people can see it. We got Valkyrie said horror is always a classic. And Valkyrie gifted The Bridge Curse Road to Salvation, which I'm assuming is part 1, because Valkyrie also gifted The Bridge Curse 2, The Extrication. So it looks like a part 1 and part 2 from Valkyrie, which is sick. Thank you. I appreciate. I always like horror games, guys. I'm gonna go crazy this year in October. We're gonna be playing horror games like crazy. And then Valkyrie also gifted Ori and the Blind Forest, the definitive edition. I thought I had that already. And then also gifted the original soundtrack with the game, which is crazy. And then also gifted Ori and the Will of the Wisp. Did I not have this already? I could have sworn I had this already. Or maybe I had it on PlayStation. I might have had it on PlayStation. I love the Ori games. I've played them. So I think it was probably on PlayStation. I don't remember. But thank you, Valkyrie, for the 4 games. That's insane. You are absolutely legendary for that. And then Forgotten Vet decided, by the way, Forgotten Vet gifted me this game, and all he said was, yep. Like literally just YEP. Yep. With a period at the end. Forgotten Vet just gifted to the channel Dune Awakening, which is wild. Did that even come out yet? Dune Awakening. He just gifted to the channel. Thank you, Forgotten Vet. You absolute fucking legend. You did not have to do that, but you did. I appreciate you. You guys are just unbelievably kind. Seriously. You guys are unbelievably kind, man. All right. The numbers are in. The numbers are in. Sonia did a great job. All right, Tifa with $479.66 against Mai with $234.14. That was a good try. That was a good try. If it wasn't for Crimson Jet's $200 banger, it would have been much closer. The winner and still Waifu Battle champion is none other than Tifa, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, man. She's going crazy. Let's do it one more time, ladies and gentlemen. One more time. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I am sure that today, maybe not yesterday, maybe not the day before, but I am sure that there are people absolutely coping and seething today after that waifu battle.
You are coping and seething. You just can't accept what you're seeing. Yes, you're coping and seething. The truth it is scalding, and now you are molding and coping so hard. Coping and seething.
I still can't believe somebody challenged Crimson Jet. You guys are insane for challenging Crimson Jet, man. But hey, you almost had it, though. You almost had it. Shout out to all you guys. Tifa is going to go backstage where she will start us off next week as the Waifu Battle champion on Sunday. Hypnocast, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Do not miss it, ladies and gentlemen. We have a good time every single day, and it is awesome. All right, guys, listen, a couple of things. Hold on. Number one, did I fully catch up on all Super Chats? Let me just make sure I caught up on the gifted games. Thank you guys again for the gifted games. You guys are insane. Gray the Merchant for it too. Eric Gulag with McDuggins as your BBC cellmate. That's insane. You need to repent for that. That is absolutely insane. And then we got Eric Jenkins for $1, breaking out the coconut oil, clapping some motherboard cheeks, stroking the GPU, and unleashing my RAM all over the AI. That's the most insane $1 super chat that I've ever read in my life. What the fuck? What the fuck? Shout out to you. Thank you for the $1. I appreciate it. All right, we are fully caught up on all the super chats. No, we're not. True Aztec Warrior for $1. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. At least you didn't tell me you were gooning on a motherboard. I appreciate it. Okay, now we're caught up. So, a couple things. We're going to be rating somebody tonight, obviously. That's number one. Number two, if you guys want to see Expedition 33 gameplay, come join Hypnotic live in about an hour or so. We're going to be going live over there with our 4th stream so far, playing Expedition 33. We're having a great time reviewing that game, so please make sure to come hang out with us if you want to see that content. Support that stream over there. Support that secondary channel. It really helps a lot. And that's basically it, man. I'm releasing videos every day Obviously, go check out the manga channel if you want to see some manga stuff. But I'm gonna go offline now. And keep in mind, I've been reminding people, I figured out how to raid fast. So you're not going to be sitting in the chat for forever after the stream goes off air. It's going to raid you right away the moment the stream is over. And that's basically it. So shout out to all you guys. Thank you so much for the insane support. Tonight was awesome. That waifu battle was crazy. I didn't think it was going to be that crazy, but apparently it is. So there's that. Thank you, everybody, for liking the stream, commenting, spamming the chat, super chatting. I appreciate it. And shout out to the Hypno mods for doing what they do every single day. I appreciate you guys as well. But I am out. I am done. I am gone. And I will see you guys on the next one. Until then, go be bigots and especially go be gooners. Bye.
I am not gay. I have relationships with women and sex with men. And I got news for you. That means you can't.
Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
Her dog or her cat was named Vagina.
At the touch of the black man, I bring life. I bring life. I bring life. I bring life. I bring life.